Hello and welcome back to the Orlando Adventures podcast. I'm your host, Russ, and today I am joined by two more fantastic guests. We have got the fantastic Baillies Do Disney. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Russ. Thanks for having us, first of all. Honestly, we're really excited to be here.
Yeah, we can't wait. We love your podcast.
It is my pleasure. And like we just said before, we kind of click record. I've been so excited to speak to you both. I love your content. I love your Instagram page, like the energy that you both bring. And as a family as well, like just top kind of vibes, positive. Love it.
Thank you. Really appreciate that. It means a lot.
No, it's like I said, absolutely my pleasure. And for anyone who might not know who you are, who are you? Like, let's get into it. Go on.
So we're a military family. I'm Sarah and I'm a baker. I specialise in making cookies and I'm the planner of the holidays.
Yeah, so I'm Mike. I'm the dad. I'm in the military. I've been in the British Army now for 20 years, still serving. I turn up on the holidays, eat food and do stupid things, really. That's basically it. We've also got our son, Callum. He's 17. So because we've been in a military family, we move around a lot. We've had like 9 houses now. We've been all over the world, really. And he did a military boarding school.
Okay.
Well, we've got back home now. We've got him back home and he's doing an apprenticeship in mechanical engineering. So we're really proud of him. Yeah. So that's Callum.
And then we've got Paige, who's just turned 10. She's our little wild bean and she's obsessed with Chippendale.
Love that.
That's Baillies Do Disney. That's us.
Yeah, amazing. And I suppose with regards to kind of like your social medias, then you've got your Instagram, but you've also got your YouTube. Kind of like what made you start it? What made you go, right, we're going to put our content and our lives out on the internet for everyone to see?
I think firstly, I've always just recorded us anyway. I've videoed us, I've taken photos. I'm always the one that's doing that. And then we just watched vlogs, and there's not many family vloggers around. Well, there weren't back when we started. There weren't many family vloggers. So we just thought, you know what, let's just start doing it. Yeah,
I think fundamentally it was to share our memories and experiences, or to capture those, and then just put them out there. And it's just been amazing. It's been, and like you say, the community, this Disney community, this Orlando community, it's the best community in the world. There's no community like it.
It really is. I think I say it every episode, but I'll keep saying it forever. Like, just to find people like-minded people who get it, who get this kind of passion for Disney, and and Orlando as a whole as well, and and everything else that comes with it. But yeah, it's a special place, and everyone's so supportive, aren't they?
Honestly, yeah. There's no other community like it. Like I say, it's crazy. You put out videos, the comments, the friends we've made from, and I'll talk about it in a bit. I don't want to jump ahead, but the friends we made from this community is just incredible. Best friends ever.
Yeah, amazing. And how long have your Instagram and your YouTube kind of been going for now then?
So we started, so it's a bit of a funny story. So back in 2018, we did a Disney cruise. Yeah. And that was when Callum, he would have been about 10 at the time. He really wanted to vlog our trips. So I said, let's do it. And it wasn't until, actually, I listened to a previous podcast of yours only the other day, the vlogging one.
Yep.
And it made me, I was laughing for it because that was me. I just didn't plan. I didn't have the equipment. I turned up, it was day 3 and I thought, I haven't recorded anything. And everything I have recorded is in portrait, not landscape.
No.
So, so that sort of in my head, and Callum was like, can we vlog? I said, yeah, of course we can, but we never did. And then it was our next, myself and Sarah went to Krakow. Krakow for just a weekend away. And we said, you know what? I did a bit of research. We just used our phone, but we'll record it. And then, it's a terrible
vlog.
It's on our YouTube. Avoid it all. So it was our first ever thing. But we said we came back from Krakow March 2020. We're like, that's it. We're booking, so we're going away. 2 minutes later, lockdown happened. So I think a lot of people. So 2022. I think we actually managed to start it properly.
Nice.
That was when it really took off. Something.
No, nice. And did you have any kind of inspiration from other vloggers then? Like, I suppose in the community and Disney space, or even outside of it, to do your vlogs?
So for me, it was, I used to watch Napoli Ever After. I think they changed the name now. They're now Adventures by Nap. But they were a family vlogging family, basically, who used to obviously go to Disney. So I used to watch those, and used to love watching their content, and then we watched the Hackett family as well.
Yeah,
now
we love the Hackett family.
we started
Yeah.
watching the Hackett family when Scarlett was probably Paige's age now, and it's crazy watching the vlogs now because obviously the kids grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our eyes.
We can relate to them quite a bit as well, can't we? Just down to sort of just putting
Yeah.
their memories and experience out there.
They are a bunch of legends. I love. Yeah, they are amazing.
That's sense of humour gets me as well. I quite like it. So.
Yeah, amazing, cool. So I suppose, like, with regards to actually going to Orlando, then when did you first get to go to Orlando as a couple, or did you go as a family for the first time? How did it come about?
So we've never been as a couple, but
no, I went when I was a child, so that's where
Nice.
I found the love of Disney.
Yeah,
and then I always went on at Michael about going to Disney.
Yeah, and in 2014, so Paige wasn't born. 2014, Sarah said, "Can we go to Disney World?" And I wasn't against the idea. I didn't really have any. I didn't really want to. I was like, "Yeah, we'll go for Callum and for Sarah." And oh my days, I've never experienced. I'm not the sort of person that gets excited about many things. I struggle to get excited. I'm happy about things, but not very excitable about it. But that was honestly, that's the place that it just from the minute you walk into the park, seeing Callum's face, seeing Sarah's face, I just felt like a big kid. So 2014 was our first family trip together.
Nice. And Sarah, you said obviously you went when you were younger. Did you go like multiple times growing up, or was there just like a big once in a lifetime trip or something?
There was one main big one, but we did do Disneyland Paris as well, and I also went on a school trip to Disneyland Paris.
Amazing.
So it was just incredible. I just found the love for Disney, and it just never.
Yeah, you've got it. You got the bug then, haven't you? You've got to go back, and then the moment you convinced Mike to do it as well, yeah.
It was hooked, and then that's it. That's our life now.
Yeah, I think when we were there, I was like, we need to come back here. This once in a lifetime trip, we need to do it again. And
I laugh every time everybody says it's a once in a lifetime trip. I laugh because I'm like, it is never going to be a once in a lifetime trip.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because I'll always acknowledge it. They're expensive trips. We know this, but so it's from that point of view, we're all like, well, I don't know how we're going to make this happen more often, but we find a way. Because the moment you're in, you go, right, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to look forward to every year. And we all do it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's that sort of key driver that I need to go back there. And like I say, everything works. Your finances all work to make sure that happens. And and you wake up in the morning and put your work boots on. You go, actually, why am I doing this? Because of Disney.
Yeah. You look at that countdown, you think I've got 97 days or whatever it might be.
Yeah, when we do have a holiday, I've always got the countdown as my screensaver on my phone.
Yes, love that.
That is literally, I've got.
I love that. I love how you've gone full circle as well, from not being excited about it to full excitement.
I said it on one of the vlogs. I was walking around, I think it was Disneyland Paris or wherever it was last year, and I'm there with all my pins around my neck with Mickey ears on. I'm like, what's happened? What have I become?
Oh, it's amazing. And I suppose, because obviously you went as the three of you. When was the first time that you went as the family of four then?
As the year
2016. Yeah, 2016. I'd done a year in the Falklands, which was pretty rough. Yeah. Paige was 1 year old when I came back. So when I left, she was pretty much a newborn.
Mums.
Came back from the Falklands, and she was one. She was walking, wasn't she?
No, she waited till the day after you got back to walk.
Yeah, she did.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty special. And then we went to Orlando that year, and that was our first family of four holiday to Orlando. So that was incredible. Yeah,
everybody says wait till your kids are older, but there's just as much magic in seeing younger children at Disney.
Yeah. Literally that. But also for I can't talk from being a parent, but I can imagine seeing these experiences through your kids' eyes as well. Amazing. And also how their experiences and how the different things that they can do and they can go on are going to change over the years as well. It must be magical for you.
When people say when people always go, oh, you're going back to Orlando, didn't you go? It's because it's always a different trip. It's never the same trip. Never the same, regardless of what people might think. The ages of the kids change that. What else? New theme parks change that. Yeah. New foods change that because we love our food. If there's a new snack, we sometimes, I always add snacks to my notes on my phone, and then we go out there, we want to try new cold brews. It's different every time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what makes it the best. It really does. What kind of made you both kind of fall in love with Orlando originally then? obviously, Sarah, your experience was obviously earlier and just like probably Disney related. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just the feeling when you're there. There's not one specific thing that makes me fall in love with Disney. It's just everything.
Yeah.
To articulate, isn't it? It really is. It's hard to articulate to those that love Orlando. So I can imagine. Well, you can imagine how hard it is to someone that's never been and doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
But for me, I think fundamentally it's just seeing Callum's face when he was a kid, and obviously, and even seeing him now that he's still our child, but he's a bit older now. Seeing him and how happy he is in Orlando and Disney in general.
He becomes a child again at Disney. You don't get that often. He's 17 now, and anyone who's got an older teenager knows that, they just like to hide themselves away a little bit and game. And
it's not cool to be excited, is it, as a teenager? So.
But at Disney, it's just amazing watching him.
Yeah, the best memory I've got, and this is probably one of the best memories I've ever had in my whole life, and it's probably top core memory, is Callum building his lightsaber, and I've recorded that on the vlog. And because when you do a lightsaber build, you only allow one person in there with you.
At the time.
I don't know if that was COVID or what, but you only allow one person in with you. So I went in with Callum, because obviously, Sarah, you weren't really interested in Star Wars, although Galaxy's Edge.
I love Galaxy.
Yeah, but I went in this lightsaber build. Oh, it was just the best. I don't know if you've ever done it, whether you're a Star Wars fan.
I love Star Wars. I haven't done it. It's on the list.
Honestly, it was incredible. The whole seeing how happy he was on this.
Yeah, I mean, but it's how immersive experiences like that are, isn't it? It's just being able to go. I'm actually doing this. I'm actually building a lightsaber. I'm in this. Yeah, I mean that's what It's like one of those many things that makes it just the most. I mean, it's a bit cliche. The most magical place on earth, funny enough, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's true, isn't it? And I can't talk about Sarah's, but when I walk in that part, I feel like a big kid. And work stresses me out sometimes, like everyone, you can imagine. Yeah. But when you enter that park and when we go there, the stress just disappears. You forget, don't you?
You forget about everything, and it doesn't matter for those, however long you're in Orlando and you're in those parks, you're not thinking about anything else. No. Because nothing else matters, realistically, does it? The people who are with you, the memories you're making, that is where it's at. Yeah. Love it. I love it. Any stuff that you like to do outside of the parks at all? Are you strictly kind of in the parks, or are you getting out into Orlando as well?
We love Discovery Cove, don't we? We absolutely love going there.
That is one of the best days I think we've ever had in Orlando. Have you done Discovery Cove, Ross?
I haven't done it. No.
Mate, honestly, it is
paradise.
It is like paradise. The food's incredible. It's all included. Obviously, the only thing that I suppose isn't, I guess, a negative is the cost, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, especially if you get it.
If you get it on a Black Friday deal, it is a lot cheaper, but it's just if you can wait till then to get it.
Yeah, but, nice.
Discovery Cove is incredible. That's like when people come up, like probably yourself, people that aren't Disney people, Orlando people, go, oh, we want to go. Would you recommend doing the park? What part would you recommend doing? And we always say, do Discovery Cove if you can afford it and if you've got time.
Yeah,
because it's just somewhere we really love. And also Disney Springs outside the park. Just going to Disney Springs, getting a Gideon's cookie, getting a cold brew, going to shops.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Nice chilled, whatever you do, if it's an afternoon, a morning, an evening, just go and get some nice food, have a chill. There's stuff to do. Yeah. It's nice to just be there though as well, isn't it? It's
So something funny, I guess it's not really funny, but in 2014, when we went to Disney Springs, which was downtown Disney at the time, it was, I think, not even half the size. It was tiny. It was still decent. There was a few shops there, but it wasn't anything to write home about. And then we obviously heard, similar to everything, we heard, they're upgrading it, they're renovating this, they're building that, and it looked amazing on the drawings. The concept art looked really good. When we went there, it was wow. It was like, this place has changed everything.
Yeah.
So,
it's a must do now, though, isn't it? It's like it's one of those.
I think we had friends, I can't remember who it was recently, that went and they asked us, we gave them all these tips, and when they got back, said, oh, did you go to Gideon's? And went, we didn't go to Disney Springs in the end. And I was like, oh no. That's
go
to the shops. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, nah. It's as important as a park day, I think, at this point, isn't it? Like, get it in there, 100%. Get your Gideons. Yeah. Is there any kind of like must-dos that you have every trip? Is there any kind of like foods, drinks, rides, parks, any of that kind of stuff that you're like every trip? And it, you know, Disney Springs, it leads us on, I suppose, quite nicely, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's so many things, but I mean, we love food. So there's so many places that we have to eat at certain places, and some of them
Okay.
are off. So
Okay.
we love Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
We love Buffalo Wild Wings. We love Giordano's Pizza for the
Yeah.
pizza pie.
Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know if you haven't had that as well. Giordano, I don't know if Giordano's or Giordino's, whatever
I
it is.
don't
but
know.
it's a
I haven't
pizza
been.
pie.
Yeah.
Honestly, mate, I'll send you the link on
Send me a
Instagram.
link.
It is incredible. It is one of the best.
I don't know how we found it. Actually.
I don't know. I think we found it on the dib or something. You found it on the dib.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so we love food, like Sarah said. So we've had a few people go like say to us, "Oh, you should rename yourself Baillies Do Food," which that is a lot of our content when we're away is food, isn't it? Another thing that we love to do, and it's a tradition on day one, is to go to Chef Mickey's.
Okay. Yeah.
This is,
Nice.
again, this gets some bad press because the food isn't as good as others. But honestly, it's so like it's like a little party in there. Like
Yeah.
everyone's waving their napkins in the air. All
But-
the big five, obviously, characters are there.
Yeah. But also
amazing.
where it is as well. Like that's, you know, for day one kind of vibes. Yeah.
In fact, we met again, another group of friends. They live up here in the Highlands with us, and they've never been inside the Contemporary. And honestly, have you been inside the Contemporary?
I've never walked around it. I've never walked it. Yeah.
Just seeing the monorail go through the Contemporary.
Yeah.
It's a special place.
Yeah.
We've never
I've been watching
stayed
a lot. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of videos on it recently. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's a well. I know a lot of people do resort hopping, and
Yeah.
I think that's one of our favourites, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice. Good shout. Any specific rides that you're like every time we got to do these rides? Go on.
There's so many. Thunder Mountain is just a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, you love that. Well, we won't go into that just yet, but Sarah loves
Yeah.
that. Callum will not do a Disney trip without doing Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't dislike the ride. I hate the ride. It is terrifying. I've
Not
done
a
everything-
man.
I've done all 4 in the world. I've done all 4 around the world, and honestly, that was just to sort of say I've done them. But I cannot stand the drop feeling.
Really?
The music in Orlando, you know the music when you go. Honestly, I start getting anxiety. I'm like, what am I doing on it?
Oh, that's amazing. Do you always go on it as a family? Like, do all 4 of you go on it?
No,
Sarah's
I've never done it.
Really?
Yeah. So
Oh, go on.
and that sounds really bad, but in 2022, we convinced Paige to go on with us.
Yeah.
No, it's not bad. And she went on and she came off, and you can see on the vlog, she's just so reserved and just like, I was like, how was that? And she's like, okay. And she just didn't want to speak. And I was like, oh, you probably shouldn't have done it. But she'd done it and said that as it one and done for her. So
Yeah. Nice. Fair enough.
Callum had just gone, genuinely, Callum had gone back to back all day if he could.
Yeah. Love it. Oh, to be fair, I'm with him. I mean, it's a top tier ride.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I did say that next trip, Paige does it again, then I'll do it.
Yeah, sort of like the patch of it, isn't it?
Okay. So you're either going to work against each other, and she's going to try and get you on it, or you're backing her.
You won't
No,
get
we
it.
like to go to Starbucks and get a cake pop and sit at the fountain. That's mine and Paige's little
To be
tradition.
fair,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good, nice. I suppose just to get into trips there. When was the most recent trip to Orlando?
So to go off on a bit of a side quest here.
Go on.
Last March time, I think it was. We were about to check out our flights on to go to Orlando last October,
Yeah.
and then myself and Sarah just looked at each other, and Sarah said, "Should we do Japan instead?" And I was like, "Well, it has been on our bucket list for some time, but I don't know. We want to go. We know Orlando. You know what you get with Orlando.
Yeah.
It's a safe option. It's a great holiday, but we looked at it. You know what? If we don't do this, the kids are obsessed with Japan, aren't they? Absolutely obsessed with anime, the Japanese food. So we were like, let's do it. And we ended up going to Japan in October last year. So that's our vlog series on YouTube. That's currently out. And I don't regret it at all because it was
an amazing trip.
It was incredible, yeah. But before that, October 2023 was our last Orlando holiday.
Cool. Nice. I've got to get in. We've got on the side quest here. Let's do it.
Yeah.
How was Japan? Like, how was it? Like, you know, it's easy for me to ask how it compares, but like, as an experience, what was it like?
It's just incredible. Like, you know how some things are like Instagram versus reality?
Yeah.
It's like Japan is as beautiful as you see on the pictures. Like, it's just the same. And the people are honestly so lovely and so respectful. It's just a completely different culture.
They've got the best culture, haven't they?
Yeah. Like it's like having, you know, like Disney people, like they're always so happy and smiling, like really nice. But then in other parts of the world, they're just not like that. It's like just the Disney bubble, but just everywhere.
Yeah. But honestly, it was everything and more. I was scared because this has been on my bucket list since I was a kid, pretty much, since watching Tokyo Drift, playing Need for Speed.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So this has been on my. I wanted a Nissan 350Z when I was a kid, like Japanese.
This is so funny because I bought a Nissan 350Z because of that film.
I never did because I couldn't afford one, but. But honestly, this was like, so going there, I was a bit worried, thinking, is this going to live up to expectation, or is this going to be not this? And honestly, it was everything and more. For everyone like wondering, should I book it? Should I do it? Just do it and experience. They've seemed to have taken what we do in the West and made it better, like with our food and with the food, just everything. It's just incredible. Probably some of the best Disney parks as well over there as well.
Yeah,
nice.
Although Orlando still has a heart.
But this is another thing. They're not comparable. Orlando and Japan are not comparable in the slightest. But if someone said to me now, you can only do one ever again in your life, Japan or Orlando, it's Orlando every day of the week. That place just hits different. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. It's interesting to hear though, because obviously, like we've watched videos on it, and obviously watching your vlogs and seeing, your experiences of it. And it's so easy to go, but how does it compare to Orlando? And I think the point is that it is just different. It's its own thing. Yeah. And I appreciate there are similarities in terms of like there's similar rides and things look similar and might even feel similar. But I think, it's that culture thing as well that you were saying about. How did you find like crowd levels? Because I know at times people said crowd levels are really high, but I don't know.
I mean, Disney was fine, wasn't it? It was Universal. When we went to Osaka and went to Universal, it was unbearable at times, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was we've never experienced anything like that. We just didn't enjoy it because of the crowds and the way they managed the crowds. There was no management. It was just
the park's incredible. And the rides are incredible, and the Super Mario World was insane, but it was just so busy that it's really hard to enjoy it.
Yeah. Just needs a bit more logistics sorted out with regards to running the actual park.
But it's important to note we went in October.
Okay.
Where we got told if we would have gone in July, August time, one, it's hotter, like unbearably hot, and two, it's really busy.
Right.
So when we went, it wasn't overly busy. And like I say, everyone's respectful. When there's parades in Japan, everyone sits on the floor, nobody stands.
Right.
Which was really,
there's no pushing.
There's no pushing, yes. Yeah. The merch is really cheap because the yen's so weak at the minute as well.
Yeah.
Popcorn's £2 for a tub of popcorn. Jumpers £10, £15 for in the Disney park.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. So there's I don't know how I went on to the cost of things, but that's
you're good. No, I love it.
But what they do in Japan, and we've done California as well, and they do that there as well. Something that I don't think Orlando should ever change, but is the characters. So in Orlando, it's very much you queue up, you do a meet and greet, and you get. Well, in California and in Japan, they're just walking around just to jump with and take pictures, and just amazing. When you're walking down, like you're just walking down Main Street, and you look to your left, and Pinocchio's there. It's like what?
Yeah.
And he's just there taking people with selfies in front of the castle and stuff like that. So,
that's cool. Yeah, I like just a bit different in it. Would you? I assume you'd go back like in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we said we'd go back in a few years. I think when the kids are a little bit older.
I think we've got a bit of a plan. Whether this comes to fruition or not, we've got a plan where we're going to do Orlando next, and then we want to do the Shanghai and Hong Kong park in China.
Nice.
And then we probably would go potentially back to Orlando and then to Japan in a few years.
Yeah, nice. Sounds like a good plan. Love it. Yeah. just to dive back to Orlando. You said that 2023 trip was the most recent one. What time of year did you go? Was it October? Did you say? Did you say October?
October, yeah, it was October.
Yeah.
How long? First time doing Halloween.
Okay. I'm doing Halloween.
Honestly.
Orlando.
Yeah. Was it? Did you do like Mickey's Not So Scary?
Yeah.
Okay. We love that. That's so much fun.
So we did Mickey's Not So Scary, and we thought we've done the Christmas one as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
And they're not really comparable, but that was really good. That was like really, really good.
Yeah, nice, love that. And did you make your way over to Halloween Horror Nights as well over at Universal?
Yeah, we did for the first time. We did that, didn't we?
Yeah. We were going to talk about that. Yeah, so that was our first ever experience, and wow, they had the Stranger Things house.
Oh, amazing! Yeah,
they had Chucky. They had so many. They had so many great houses, and That's another thing. People say, which one's better, Halloween Horror Nights or Mickey's Not So Scary? Again, not comparable, and they're just both
I mean,
incredible.
very different things, surely.
Yeah. It was just amazing to be with the kids on the Mickey's Not So Scary. And we actually met with friends, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Lucky friends. I've got a post into America.
Yeah, he's in the military as well, and he's posted to America.
Nice. That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right for some.
Yeah, that's the one. Nice. Where did you stay on that trip?
We did a bit of a split stay, didn't we? We stayed 1 week in Disney, 1 week in a villa, and then we did. No, that was the year before. No, we did Staybridge Suites, didn't we?
Staybridge Suites for 1 week, which was amazing, and then Pop Century for 1 week.
Nice.
Yeah, which Love was that. We've never done Pop before, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the Skyline and stuff.
Yeah, the Skyline was fantastic.
Yeah, the only thing is, obviously, as a family of 4, I think staying in just one room is, with the kids' ages, I think it's quite tight after a few days.
Yeah.
Depending how much you're in the room, obviously, but yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with villas and stuff, obviously you get a bit more space, don't you? But I mean, it's if it means you get out there, it's all good, isn't it?
Yeah. So the trip Sarah was on about was our May 22 trip, and we stayed in a villa then, and that was the first time doing villa, and honestly, that was incredible, wasn't it?
That was the first time we'd ever stayed off site, actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we've always stayed on site. We wanted to get outside of that bubble.
Yeah.
But yeah, and which leads us on to the food thing. We've had the dining plan in 14 and 16.
Yeah.
We didn't really eat off site much because we had a deluxe dining plan once, which
was so much food.
Probably a bit too much.
Just you don't know what to do with it all, yeah.
But we've eaten at so many restaurants on site, which is fantastic. But it wasn't to our 2022 trip that we started eating off site, and honestly, so many great restaurants. It's
a bit of an eye opener. You'd have heard me talk about it. I love an off-site dining. I mean, it's
and we hadn't experienced that until, like I say, 22. And now, some of our favourites are off-site, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ford's Garage. Have you ever eaten there?
No, I've seen it again. I've seen a lot of videos. It's on the list this year. I'll have to. Yeah, 100%. Looks decent.
You've got breakfast Kiki's.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah.
Just these places, and I get, if you're paying for a breakfast at sort of a character, but you're paying for you're paying for the characters to be there. The food quality is arguably better in these off-site places, but obviously, you pick and choose. But
100%. Which parks did you do in that trip? Was it all for Disney and both Universal?
Yeah.
Discovery Cove as well.
We couldn't. The thing is, we've said it a few times, save money. Oh, we'll just do Disney and then not Universal. But then, I don't know. We just love Universal.
We love both of them.
Yeah. I feel you. I know there's a lot of conversations at the moment with people saying, because of like Epic Universe, are you going to have to go and do just a Universal trip or just this trip? I want to do all of it.
Yeah. And we said, would we do just Universal with a Mickey's Not So Scary, essentially just to get you, and then a Disney Springs just to get that Disney fix? And I think say no to it.
Yeah. If it was the way you're getting out there, we're all in.
Our first trip in 14, I was very much Team Universal, and I didn't mind it. But I've gone completely around on that, and I prefer Disney over Universal at the minute, just because. It
might change again.
It probably will change. My favourite park changes every trip.
Every trip. Yeah. Amazing. Did you have any kind of new experiences on that 23 trip? Were any kind of like, I'm trying to think if there was any new rides at the time. I'm not sure. You might be able to tell me.
So there wasn't any new rides. In fact, yes, there was. It was Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was going to say, it must have been close, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it just opened after we left in 22.
It was the day after we left.
I was going to say, it was May 22, wasn't it? And I was just thinking, it must have lined up somewhere.
Because we literally used our last day, and then everyone was talking about this big opening. We tried it in 23, so so that was really cool. And then something we'd never done was Celebration.
Amazing, yeah.
So we went and did that for the first time. We met up with some friends. We've met again from, I think, the Div, isn't it? Show and so that was really good. And like I said before, Halloween Horror Nights is something we've never done, but we did, and that was incredible.
Yeah, and it leads me on because I was going to say, any specific highlights from the trip is Horror Nights and Mickey's Not So Scary kind of like right up there.
They're up there, 100% up there. But I think going in a different direction, our highlight from that trip was meeting up with people that we had spoken to for years online. If that makes sense.
Amazing. Yeah, that's cool.
So Rachel, Walt Disney World, the Colemans.
Yeah.
We met up with them. We've been speaking to them years, and honestly, on here we said it to them a million times. But thank you so much for making our holiday the holiday it was, because it wouldn't have been the same, would it?
It's just fun. Like it's weird because obviously you have friends at home, and they know you love Disney, and they're your friends, so you love them. But meeting Disney friends is just completely different because they really get you. Like they know your obsession and why it is your obsession. They're not like, oh my God, you spent how much? Like,
yeah. And our kids and their kids just clicked.
Yeah.
It's gone so yeah, that was one, probably the highlight, just spending the holiday with them, which is crazy because that was never a plan, was it? I think while they're out there, like, should we meet up at Cheesecake Factory? I'm like, yeah, and we were the last people to leave.
Yeah,
we just
amazing.
He loves his boxing, Lee. I love my boxing. We just got a lot of common interests. And then we met up with, but that trip was literally, we met up with a few people, didn't we?
Yeah, we actually, when we went on the Disney cruise, we met a guy, didn't we, called Miguel, and we met back up with him.
So that's 2018, we met him originally, and then he was out there and he messaged us saying, you're in Orlando, do you fancy meeting up? So he took us, he's got DVC, so he took us to the DVC lounge in Epcot.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so it was amazing. And then I think while we were in there, he was like, oh, I've got some tickets to go on Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah.
It is Cosmic Rewind.
Was it? I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think whatever it was anyway. So he then took Callum on that ride. And then we met up with a few other people. We met with Michelle and Rich, like we said, at Celebration. We met up with Kevin Fiona, who come across, they live in America. We met up with one of our daughter's friends at Epcot. It was just a whole day, just people that, just amazing.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Like having a Disney social, something about it, just like, because you just keep talking it, and I know what it's like. Like you meet up with people and like 2-3 hours go, and you're like, we haven't scratched the surface.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, love it, amazing. And I suppose just to get into potential next trips, then, have you got a trip lined up for this year to Orlando?
No, we haven't got one lined up for this year, but we are going back next year.
Amazing. So when is it you're actually going then?
So the Scottish school holidays at the end of June / beginning of July. So that's when we're planning on going next year, 3 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah,
3 weeks.
It's got to be 3 weeks. So we've done a 3-week once, and it just changes everything.
Yeah.
Because you can even have that sort of rest day. Your rest day could just be going to Disney Springs. Where if you did a 2-week, I just feel like you don't want to do a full day in Disney Springs, or just you got a bit more time just to like actually relax and unwind and take stuff in a bit more, I suppose, isn't it? Where are you staying for that trip?
I think we're going to do 1 week on site, aren't we?
Yeah.
Although we're not sure where yet. 1 week Universal, and then maybe the extra week in a villa, just sort of completely split stay it.
Yeah, that'd be the plan. That's what it is on paper. We've done a lot of, because we've got a bit of time. We've got a lot of planning that we started doing on paper, which is brilliant.
Yeah, we'd love to go this year, but work commitments.
Yeah, that's it. And like, when you get the opportunity to go, like, it's always worth the wait. It always is. And like any must-dos, I've got a feeling I know one. I think we just about touched on it. Go on.
Are you on about this new theme park that might have opened?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I've heard about it. I've not seen it. It looks incredible, doesn't it?
So I've tried to avoid it so much.
Yeah. I said that I would.
Yeah.
Honestly, it
folded straight away.
Honestly, mate, I expected it to be good.
Yeah.
But watching the videos, I'm like, oh my days.
Yeah. I've heard stuff because people have said to me, they're like, you need to watch these. And I'm like, I can't. Yeah. I'm committed to like seeing it through my own eyes, and I've been so close. Trust me.
Yeah, honestly, mate. So when are you going back? When's your next trip?
So officially, August is the next one. So August, I am going to Epic Universe as well. So
that's gonna be amazing. Oh, mate, I can't wait to see your content.
Buzzing for Epic Universe then at the moment.
Absolutely buzzing. But what's your favourite land you're looking forward to seeing the most?
For me, it's the Harry Potter one. It's it's got like I love Harry Potter, and I always have, and I think that for me, Universal Islands of Adventure, like those two areas are just unmatched.
Honestly, if I could go back and experience something for the first time again, I think it'd be walking through Diagon Alley.
Yeah,
I would just
in awe. Yeah,
in Disney, it's incredible. Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story, whatever it may be, Cars Land in California, incredible. None of them
Yeah.
have got that same feel as Diagon Alley, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Some
I
people
completely
really
agree.
don't.
I think it's the most immersive land that there is. I do. I really do. I love Galaxy's Edge. Like, don't get me wrong, I really, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I love it, but I think there's something about Diagon Alley, the fact that obviously, you know, we've seen it in the films and stuff for, you know, for Harry Potter fans, and for it to be so detailed and so the same as what we've seen is just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, I don't know if you've looked at. Have you seen any of the images of?
I've seen no pictures, so
you are going to be in for an absolute treat. Again, looking at some of the stuff. Apparently, the ride as well. You know, the one in the Ministry. Apparently, that is like the technology on that is next level. Like, uncomparable to anything else.
I still don't know what it is.
No. Oh, mate.
Yeah, obviously I did
it.
No, you're good. I did episodes about about Epic Universe like months ago, and like talking about like what, you know, the kind of blurbs were saying that it was going to be, and they never released what that ride actually was.
I thought it was Fantastic Beasts related.
Yeah, so they said it was Ministry, but they never actually said like what the ride did.
Yeah.
So we've got so as far as I'm aware, I still got no idea.
Oh mate. Yeah. I watched a bit of a spoil because so basically my background sort of engineering. I've got like degree in civil engineering, so I find all that geeky stuff really exciting.
Yeah.
And I watched a video the other day about the engineering side of that ride, and it's just unbelievable. Like the technology, they've got
amazing.
the right.
What lands are you both looking forward to most?
Mine was the Harry Potter one.
Okay.
But after seeing things, and I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not going to say too much. It might be the
How to Train Your Dragon. Is it?
It might be.
Is it?
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon looks incredible.
Yeah.
For me, I was gonna say How to Train Your Dragon, but then the Super Nintendo world, we experienced that in Japan.
Yeah.
But to a smaller scale. Apparently it's double the size in Epic.
Right. Yeah.
So that
there's officially three rides in there, isn't there? So
yeah. But yeah, if I had to say I could just do one, you're going in. Dark Universe is good as well. Oh my day, this is a difficult one. I'm gonna go with you and say Harry Potter. That'd be mine. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I'm so excited. I'm excited to watch some vlogs on it. I tell you. Yeah. Oh, buzzing. And any other stuff, like new stuff that you're looking to do on your next trip outside of Epic Universe, or we're just gonna kind of go on?
So we put an Instagram story up last week before last, basically saying, look, when we do go back, are there any restaurants people are recommending? Because we've done a lot, but obviously we haven't done them all. So we got so many replies. We actually shared them yesterday, didn't we? All these replies. And honestly, there's so many restaurants that we've never even heard of. I'm like, what? But the repeat of these restaurants are. So we've got a lot of restaurants and new places that we're going to be eating at.
Yeah.
We love food. So yeah, that's something.
Love it. I'd love to see the list. I'll have a little look. If it's on your story,
it's on there now. So I mean, I think I shared it. So it'll be on there till this evening.
Yeah, I'll check it out in a minute. Yeah, I'm buzzing for that. Nice, cool. Well, obviously, you know, very exciting. And like we said earlier, just having that trip lined up, having that trip in the pipeline. There's something about it in there of like something to work towards. And I appreciate it. You know, it's just over a year, but not to like wish your lives away. But it goes quite quick, doesn't it? Just having that thing to look forward to.
Yeah.
All we do is think about Disney or talk about Disney or
constantly. In the evening, I know a lot of people put on a Netflix show, but for us, it's just vlogs on YouTube. That's 90% of what we watch, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel totally do.
I think talking about the Hackett family, they've got their cruise one out at the minute. We've been watching that, haven't we?
No, they're spot on. Honestly, they are absolute legends. And moving on to my next little section, which is called Keep Updating Clothes. So I've given you three options. I went for a Hollywood Studios theme. I don't know if this was really mean.
It was really mean.
Okay. So what I normally do, and like it felt a little bit mean because I went through your Instagram and I was like, right, let's find some pictures of rides that clearly you like.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
When I thought, I was like, Sarah, you never guess what we've got.
And I normally try and mix it up with different parks, but I've gone with Hollywood Studios. And the options I gave you were Mickey and Minnie's, Rise of the Resistance, and Slinky Dog Dash. What way are we going? Go on.
Okay, so first of all, we would update Slinky Dog Dash just to make it a little bit longer, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I said this. We asked Callum the same thing, our son, and he said, "Yeah, it needs more like drops, and it needs." And I was like, "Mate, this is a kid's right."
Yeah, it's a good coaster.
That's a coaster, son.
And then we would keep Mickey and Minnie's. We love Mickey and Minnie's, and we've got loads of memories on Mickey
He's
and
about to turn
Minnie's.
his podcast off.
Yeah, I know.
We're done. How mad is it that we're saying?
I know, because we obviously listen to your podcast, and we get that you're not the massive fan of Mickey's and Minnie's, but we love it.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to say. We'd have to close Rise, which is insane because
it's probably one of the best attractions. Not probably, it is one of the best attractions in the world, and we're saying we're going to close it. It's mad.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people on your podcast would probably say they'd close Mickey and Minnie's, but just not for us.
I think that's the way it would go. I think that's...
I don't know. It's, to be fair, I would imagine most people would keep Rise, but then I'm biased because I love it. But that's
this is what I mean. Like Rise is fantastic. It's only because Mickey and Minnie hold so many memories and
just like going on as a family and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's incredible. Some of the memories you've got on that. It just
And I suppose doing Disney with kids is completely different to doing without kids.
Yeah. No, I love that, and to be fair, it's really interesting because, like, obviously, I look at it from a childless millennial point of view, and I'm like, I love Star Wars, and that's what my priority is, and like,
but this is why Disney's so amazing.
Yeah, because it caters for everyone. It does, you know, and I can't be mad because I gave you the choices.
No.
So difficult.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
inclusive data, like you say, it is inclusive. We did that on our Japan trip. That you can imagine with a 10-year-old or a 9-year-old and a 16-year-old, and then adults. It was hard to, or it wasn't difficult, but it can be difficult to plan it so it caters for everyone. And we did that, didn't we? We've shared our itinerary with a few people because. Yeah,
but it's probably useful for people as well, isn't it? Like, you know, we all ask the questions, and you know, asking questions about, you know, what things to do and what not, and itineraries. Love it, all over it. And it leads me into my final little kind of section where I've kind of got 5 main questions that I ask every guest. And to kick us off, I always go with favorite ride. So this can be any park in Orlando. And I've pitched these questions to Callum and Paige as well. So Mike has very kindly got them to do a recording of what they think are their answers for the questions that I've put to them as well. So let's get into those.
So we've got Callum and Paige here from the Baillies Do Disney. So guys, we're going to go through it's basically the 5 questions I'm going to ask you. First of all, we're going to start off with, what's your favourite ride? We'll start with you, Callum.
I would say Tower of Terror or Rock and Roller Coaster because I just love the thrill of them both.
Yeah.
And I really like exciting rides, really.
Yeah. Would you say that's at Disney, or would you say that's your best ride in Orlando?
I'd say just Disney. My favourite ride in Orlando would be Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster is good, isn't it? Really good. What about yourself, Paige? What's your favourite ride?
Mickey and Minnie Runway.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mickey and Minnie Runaway in Hollywood Studios. Amazing. Why do you like that ride so much?
I mean, their experience is so, like...
Immersive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that one. I think that's probably one of our favourites. That really is. We like a little party on that when we go into Daisy Duck's bit, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving on. We're going to talk about favourite parks. So what's your favourite park, Paige?
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, and why is that?
Because me and my mum go to Starbucks and get a cake pop, and she gets a frappuccino.
Yeah, she does get a frappuccino.
And with extra caramel.
Yeah,
and
she
then we
does.
sit at the fountain.
You do. That's like a little ritual you got, isn't it? Just sitting at the fountain, just you eating your cake pop, mummy drinking a frappuccino while me and Callum go on Tower of Terror. And then that brings me to you, Callum. What's your favourite park?
Hollywood Studios because that is 2 of my favourite rides and also my favourite show, Fantasmic.
Yes, good choice, good choice. So next we're going to talk about hidden gem or most underrated attraction. What would you say is your most hidden gem / underrated attraction, Callum?
I would say pin trading, even though it's not that much of a hidden gem, but I just love going around collecting pins and seeing what ones that we can get.
100%.
Is that yours as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it, don't we? If we see pins, we literally will be walking, down Main Street, or it could be walking through any park, and in a distance or in a shop window we'll see a pin board, and we'll just beeline for that. We got some pins back in 2022, didn't we? And it's just become sort of a ritual that we do now. So next we're going to talk about the most overrated ride in Orlando. Paige, what's yours?
Turtle, it's too scary.
It is terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, we just drop down.
Yeah, no, I agree. Tower of Terror. I don't know if it's underrated, but for you, it's definitely... Or sorry, overrated, but for you, it's definitely... You wouldn't go on it again, would you? Maybe when we next go back, you'll go back on it. What about you, Callum? What's your most overrated ride?
As amazing as it is, I would say Pirates of the Caribbean, just because I think it's a bit outdated and a bit old looking, I guess. And I think if it had a rework, it would be a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. Some of the animatronics do need a bit of work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Or they just need a Captain Jack Sparrow, the actual Captain Jack Sparrow, just to sit on them now and again. It happened once, and everyone talks about it like it happened all the time. So lastly, the last of the 5 is, what is the best thing to do outside of the park?
Oh, I know.
Oh, go on then, Paige, straight in.
Get Gideon cookies.
Gideon's cookies, just a trip down to Disney Springs to get Gideon's cookies. We love them, don't we?
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I think they're better than my mum's cookies.
Ooh, big shout, big shout.
Didn't say anything. What? Who said that?
What about you, Callum? What's your...
I would say just going around trying all the fast food.
Yeah.
Because America has a lot of, more fast food than UK does.
I mean, yeah, it
There's
does.
a much more variety.
What's your favourite you've eaten so far?
So far Chick-fil-A, but I've not
that's
tried
really
that
good.
many. So
Yeah. So Raisin Canes, we've got to try
Yeah.
that when we go back, haven't we? Because we haven't tried that yet, so that's something we're looking forward to. Any others that you're really looking forward to?
that's the main one, I think.
Yeah.
Loved the answers from Callum and Paige there. They were absolutely fantastic. Spot on. And let's head back over to Mike and Sarah for their answers as well. Who's going first? Go on.
My favourite ride is Thunder Mountain in Disney, but in Universal, it's Hagrid's.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, we've gone for a bit of both here because obviously there could be...
No, I'm here for it. Yeah, 100%.
So this one's probably going to take you by surprise here. My favourite ride is Mickey and Minnie's. And that's
Okay.
probably
Okay, this makes
I
sense
love that
now,
ride.
yeah.
It's got so much, I love everything about it, the theme, how amazing it is, how fun it is, seeing the kids' face on it. So yeah, I love that. And then if I'm talking roller coaster ride, it would have to be Velocicoaster, hands down.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What's
Cool.
yours?
Mine's Velocicoaster, like
Yeah,
all day
mate.
long. Like,
I nearly didn't ride that.
yeah. I mean,
So
like,
I went.
go
What
on.
was the? What was,
Because
what
you
was
felt
the-
sick.
Yeah. So what's the ride? You know, the one inside the Hogwarts Castle. You know.
Oh, Forbidden Journey. Yeah.
Yeah, Forbidden Journey. I get really bad motion sickness, so I didn't know that this was going to send me.
Yeah,
and
that
I come off
is.
that, and honestly, I was like sick as a dog. And we went straight to Velocicoaster, and we did child swap anyway because Paige didn't want to ride it. So I sat in the child swap area with Paige. Sarah and Callum went on it, and they both came out. And I'm ahead of my hands, and I was like, "Oh, I feel terrible." And then Sarah went, "You honestly need to ride that ride. It's like no other roller coaster I've been on." And I said, "I don't think I can." And then Callum was like, "Please, Dad, please." And I was like, "All right, I'll do it." And I thought, "What am I doing?" Honestly, mate, I can't even that. Yeah, that second. I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but you know what I mean. That
I know. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know whether what's the new one in Epic called the Star.
Is it Stardust or Starfall? I can't remember which
I've
but
heard a
which
lot of people
now.
say that might be the best roller coaster in Orlando now. Which if that's
I mean, that's exciting if it is.
yeah. Again, yeah. So many great attractions up there.
Mad. Cool. Some good shouts. Like Big Thunder, to be fair, like absolute shout. Love that. And to be fair, by the time you go next year, it should have been refurbed, updated, whatever they're doing to it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Not sure what they're doing to it. I don't know if is it a retrack? I don't really know. But
They put a whole new track on it.
Yeah.
Who was that took that footage recently? Someone went around and took footage. I think it might have been Lee from Brit Travels. I think he shared it on his story. The new track that's going around, so which we love as well. We love watching them. We're actually in Japan at the same time as them.
That's mad. Yeah.
I know we never. I wish we'd have caught up, but we just followed it again, and we were probably 1,000 miles away from each other, so it wouldn't have worked. But yeah, we love their content. And just,
legends. And to go from favourite ride then to favourite park. Go on. Who's going to kick us off for park?
My favourite park is Animal Kingdom. I just
Nice.
love Animal Kingdom, like it's not just the rides and things at Animal Kingdom. It's just there always seems to be a really good vibe, like a party going on. Like it just seems to be just happy people everywhere. I just love Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
right.
is one of those. It's got the feels. It's just being in that park it's relaxed, isn't it? It's relaxed. There's stuff to do. The food's amazing. Drink options, all that kind of stuff. Like everything ticks a lot of boxes, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. For me, and I think I'm only guessing it, but 80% of your guests must say this: Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
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 Just we again going back to 2014. It was a half a day park. It really was a half a day park. It didn't have Galaxy. It didn't have Toy Story. It was okay, but it wasn't anything to write home about. But now that is just an incredible. It's similar to putting Velocicoaster and Hagrid's in Island of Adventure. It just changes everything.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's it. There's big hitter after big hitter in that park, isn't there?
Yeah.
In terms of rides, but also shows and stuff as well. It's got a bit of everything. So
the show as well, Phantasmic. So
yeah, love it. Love both. And to be fair, I said this, Animal Kingdom for me was personally in years gone by. It was if I was going to miss a Disney park, it was Animal Kingdom, and I feel bad for saying it at this point. And I went on my last trip again, and I fell in love with that park again. Like honestly, loved it so much, and just being there and just being in that park and enjoying it and getting immersed in it. Like,
do you know what? It's funny you say that. So I spent about a year of my army career, no, in fact, a year and a half in Kenya, living in Kenya.
Okay.
So when we first went to Animal Kingdom, which was 2014, I hated it.
Really?
I was like, it reminded me of work. I was like, it's just, I've left Kenya. I think I was there for a year at the time. Left there, came back with you guys, and we went there, and I was just like, I've just been here for a year. I mean, I just need to get away from that work environment.
Yeah.
It. Now, in fact, 2022 was my favorite park, and then so I just think like similar to yourself. It's crazy, isn't it? Things change.
Yeah, what a part. Sarah, you excited for the updates? I suppose obviously with Dino Land USA kind of going. You looking forward to what's coming with it, or not bothered?
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I love an update to anything. Really.
Encanto, we love Encanto anyway. So
yeah,
it's sad when things leave.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Encanto, isn't it?
So it's going to be. I think it's like an Aztec style area. So it's got Indiana Jones and it's going to have Encanto, which I don't know how that works, but like, yeah.
Oh, I don't. It surprised me when I heard that was going there. But you like Dinosaur. I've never been on Dinosaur. You've been on it, haven't you? So
yeah, I mean, it's just nostalgia. It's you know, like when things leave, it's always sad.
Yeah.
And obviously Chip and Dale are there in the little dinosaur outfits.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of Chip and Dale.
I mean, hopefully they'll move somewhere else. But you know, there's little things like memories, and I think, I'm really sad that it's leaving, but also I'm excited for new things.
Yeah, 100%. On to my next little question, which is hidden gem. Then, so this can be an attraction, a ride, but hidden gem or almost underrated thing.
So our hidden gem with a Chip and Dale loving daughter is going to Fort Wilderness and going to the Chip and Dale campfire sing-along. So, you know,
nice.
They roast marshmallows and, you know, it's just such a lovely thing to go to, isn't it?
And not many people know about it. I
was going to say, that's a shout. Like, I've seen it. I mean, I've never done it, but like that sounds like a shout.
It is incredible. Even, well, I say a top tip is to book Hoop-de-Doo musical review, which is one of the best like restaurant shows ever. It's incredible, which is at Fort Wilderness as well. And then after that, go for a sing-along campfire small session with Chip and Dale.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Top tier, love it. Go on.
Yeah. And then another one that we've written down again. This was we posted an Instagram story a few weeks ago now of me drinking the Beverly.
Yeah, Club Cool.
And we put a poll up saying like, what's everyone's thought on Beverly? And the amount of people that have never been to Club Cool.
You got to do it. It's such a laugh, isn't it?
It's amazing. She caught me. I didn't know that it existed. So Sarah was recording my reaction drinking this Beverly, and there's me drinking them all. And honestly, that stuff is horrendous.
Yeah, that is grim.
Like
no, it's actually disgusting. No. It's funny.
The China one tastes like soy sauce. I don't even know. Mix them both together.
I can't remember what I think I I think it was the China one. I said that it tasted like hoisin sauce or something.
Yeah.
it does.
So our mate, who we met out there, the Colemans, Lee, he put and Callum did actually half Beverly, half that
Oh.
China one, and then necked it, mate.
Oh,
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
separately even watch them.
The problem is that I'm a bit silly, and I like that kind of like gives me ideas.
Yeah.
that's what I want to see on your next vlog.
Yeah. Okay. It's coming. Consider it done.
Oh,
There we go. Nice. And to move on to the next question, going from kind of underrated to overrated, the potential controversial one, most
not jumping,
overrated ride. Go on.
not
I am going to completely shock a lot of people because my personal overrated ride is Cosmic Rewind.
Oh no!
I just
What have you done?
it is. It just seems like it was just a really fast ride, just seeing loads of stars, and then I felt a bit nauseous as well. So to me, I think it's rated, which you don't agree with me.
No, I don't agree with you at all. I absolutely loved Cosmic Rewind. I thought it was like at the time, obviously Tron. We hadn't done Tron or Cosmic Rewind in that 23 trip. That was our first time doing both, and I thought Cosmic Rewind was so much. I thought it was amazing. Tron was alright. I thought it was maybe a bit short, but nothing special. But yeah, I loved Cosmic Rewind. And then you got off and you're like, that wasn't great, was it?
But you might not have liked Tron because you felt sick in the position that you were in.
So before getting on Tron, I just drank a whole big cup of cold brew.
Right.
And then you know that position you lay in.
And it's just
oh my
pressing
God,
into you.
I'm glad it was short. It's like a crap on Tron.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, when that backrest thing goes down, you're kind of like, oh no. Like,
Yeah. That was just remember that feeling.
Yeah.
My most overrated, trying to sort of win everyone back.
I mean, I kind of want to get into it, but it's like just before we move on to Mike's one, what song did you get when you were on Cosmic Rewind? Do you remember?
We've done it,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I think so.
Because I don't like, not to just like try and sell Cosmic Rewind back to you. I think that depending on the song, I think like if you get a September or you get like a One Way or Another or something like that, I think it gets elevated. I think that there's a couple of songs, and I
we can do it again.
Yeah, there you go.
What's your favourite song to get on it?
It's September. Yeah. Like for me, September it just is perfect and it works. And like to be fair, I was lucky. I had September the first time I ever did it. So for me, like that's what I remember. That's my initial memory of like that ride and that song. So whenever I hear the song, I'm like, I'm there. Yeah. But
you are right, and I've heard a lot of people say, depending on what song you get, changes everything. So when we go and do it again, we'll report back to you.
Yeah. See if it comes up.
He's just unfollowed us on Instagram.
Nice, Mike. What was your one then? Go on.
It's. I think again, most people probably say this, but Peter Pan's Flight. I just don't get it. It's not that I don't get it. It's the queue time in comparison to the ride time. I just don't. It's okay.
Yeah.
Walk on or
I think I always say it's the bang for your buck situation. You're queuing for an hour or whatever it is at least, but for however long it is and for what it is, which value for money, so to speak, of like in your queue is probably not the one. Yeah.
So that's it's a given. I think that a lot of people think that as well. So it's just, I think it's a safe option. I wasn't about to throw any Guardians of the Galaxy right now.
That's fair. Nice. And leads you on to final question then, which is best thing to do outside of the theme parks. So this can be restaurants, foods, hotels, like you name it, you go for it. What's your best thing to do outside the parks?
We've already mentioned Discovery Cove, haven't we? We love doing that.
Yeah.
So for me, and again, it sounds so like easy to say it when you say it out loud, but it's just going to Walmart. Just going to Walmart, looking at all the snacks. We love, I don't know if anyone's tried them, they're called coffee cakes. And they're not coffee, they're just like cinnamon cakes. But we love those. And there's loads of things we just love to look at. And just
it's always Walmart. Crazy in the evening as well, isn't it?
Have you been in the evening to Walmart?
Yeah, it's madness, isn't it?
It is absolutely bonkers. Like if you go to Tesco at 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night here, it's well, basically you won't see anyone in there.
Yeah.
Walmart's the opposite. They all come out. They all
It's buzzing, isn't it?
yeah.
I think
Like
all
a
the
party.
locals are like, we don't want to go in the day because all the holiday goers are there.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
like, let's go in the evening.
Yeah. But then obviously, then when you're trying to vlog it, because you want to capture, you want to share
Yeah.
those again with people, because people that haven't been to America love to see what Walmart's all about. So you're trying to vlog it. It's so busy in there. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's lots of crazies around.
Yeah.
There's the M&M aisle, which is like a whole aisle for the cereal aisle. It sounds stupid, sound like,
Nah.
what you get excited about Walmart.
But we all love it. Like, honestly, it's one of my like favorite things to watch on a vlog series. That just seeing a Walmart trip, some people walking around, just see what people put in their trolley. You know, like, I'm here for it.
And it changes every year as well. So the M&Ms, I think only was it a couple of years ago, the cold brew M&Ms, caramel cold brew flavor M&Ms, which are elite. They're like, they're fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, unreal. Yeah,
Yes.
Good shout. Love it. Nice, cool. Well, that is all the questions. I am questioned out. This has been so much fun. I have laughed my way through the whole of this.
We've loved this.
Yeah,
it's just been amazing just to unload. It's like having our own therapy session, just unloading on Disney.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Let's talk about all the highs and lows, and there aren't many lows to be fair.
No.
Yeah, amazing. Honestly, you've both been absolutely fantastic. And like for anyone, go and check out Baillies Do Disney on YouTube, because like your videos are spot on. Like you're a great family. I'm so here for it. And I'm ready for you to get back out to Orlando next year as well.
That really means a lot to us, honestly, it does.
Yeah, I mean it, 100%. Cool.
And likewise, your stuff's amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. I honestly, today I'm about to get on a flight in the next hour. I'm going down to London.
Yeah.
And I've already downloaded a couple of podcasts to listen to. Yeah. Because they are fantastic.
No, I really appreciate it, because it's mad, because for me this is just a hobby. I just get to like come and have a chat, with like-minded people such as yourselves, and we get to talk about what we love.
What motivated you, or what inspired you to start it? Was it?
It's a bit of a weird one. I used to listen to. It was a Universal podcast, and it just like disappeared, and I was like itching to try and find a podcast to listen to, like, because I was doing quite a lot of driving and stuff. And I'll be honest, there weren't that many out there at the time, and there's certainly
UK based.
No, this is it. And there weren't many UK based from like UK kind of experiences, and also there you might find Universal ones or you might find Disney ones. And I was like, actually, I love all of it, so I want all of it in one place. And like, I'll just spread myself thin with it, but
yeah. No,
so
it's so good just listening to them and just hearing everyone and getting the tips. I mean, I've got a book here that I've been writing all the recommendations. When people say what they need to do, we're like, we've never done that. Yeah. So I think someone said the other day, there's At the Diner. Never even heard of it.
Yeah.
That's on our list.
That's it, isn't it? Like, because I have this every single time. Like, you've asked me a few things and you're like, have you done this? And I'm like, haven't done it. And I've been, a few times, to be fair, and I haven't even scratched the surface still of stuff you can do out in Orlando.
Yeah.
Like,
well, this is what we say to people when they book it. That's the first tip we give: is don't expect to do everything.
Yeah, I mean, like trying to do it all in that first trip, it ain't happening.
Which is then when you go, I've got to go back.
Yeah, what a shame.
Yeah,
amazing. So this was the episode with the Baillies Do Disney. Mike, Sarah, Callum and Paige. We've had all of them on in some capacity, and genuinely, what an episode. I had so much fun. I smiled and laughed my way through the entire recording. They're an absolutely brilliant family. So go and follow them on Instagram. Go and subscribe to them on YouTube. Go and get involved in their content. They're absolutely brilliant. Can't wait for them to get back out to Orlando next year and show them the love that they deserve. So thank you so much for everyone for listening. I hope you've all enjoyed this one as much as I've enjoyed recording it. And I will speak to you all in the next one.